everyone, welcome back to another scrapbook layout video, and thank you for joining me again today. Today this video is going up as part of a little hop for my Little Scrapbook Store. Many of you probably know that I am part of their creative design team. So one of those members is also on YouTube. Her name is Beatrice. She will be listed in the links below after I add the links. She is really close to hitting 1,000 subscribers, so let's help get her there. That would be totally awesome. Hopefully, even by the time this video goes up, maybe she will have those 1,000 subscribers, because today is August like 13th or something, and this hop, I believe, is scheduled to go up September 10th. So the other thing is she is celebrating her birthday on September 10th, so she thought it would just be fun to go ahead and do this little hop. So of course I joined in. I was super excited we could do a layout about a birthday or any kind of celebration, and I chose a birthday. I had just printed these photos through Shutterfly. They are of my daughter, her birthday for this year, another COVID birthday. So my original plan was to use the Doodlebug Girl birthday collection. I know in one of my lives, I got a request by a couple of you to use that collection, and I never got around to it. There was just so many other videos that needed to be made at the time, and so I was going to pull that out. But when I pulled it out, I remembered I also had this collection. So I will leave a link below where you can go to my Little Scrapbook Store to find either this collection or the Doodlebug Girl collection. And hopefully Michelle will still have these in stock. I'm pretty sure she probably does. But this is the Simple Stories Girl collection. I apologize, I don't remember the name currently of these collections. But the reason is that teal pattern paper right there. So when you see the photos in a little while, you are going to see that my daughter is taking a photo by her gift bag. Again, it's one of the photos where I have them hold up their fingers of how old they are. So she turned 20 this year. I can't believe my daughter's 20. That thought is just like, whoa. Sometimes it hits you at different times, right? So but you will see that there's a gift bag in that picture next to her where it's this almost exact same teal color as that pattern paper that I used. So I went ahead and I decided just to use this collection. I love both the collections though, and I will try to get around to doing one using the Doodlebug Girl birthday collection. I apologize that I haven't, but anyways. I am following a sketch by Scrapbook Generation. You guys know I love their sketches, so that's pretty much what I'm going off of right now. And if you noticed at the beginning of this video, I used my Creative Memories large circle cutter again, and this time it worked perfectly. I did a video where it didn't work as well, but I realized I just didn't push hard enough. So, I imagine with different thicknesses of different papers that it's a learning curve, but I love it. Thank you to all of you who commented that said I needed to push a little harder. Yeah, I love it. I'm so happy that I bought it. I'm just too lazy to get my Cricut out. I'm not going to lie. Even though it's just a circle, it'd be easy and quick to do on the Cricut. It's more steps than just pulling this cutter down. So the other thing I really like about this is after I had put those pattern papers down, I realized I could use some of my teal peel off stickers with this on this layout. And this teal color matches perfectly. I love how this just adds that little something. You can see it kind of just adds a little bit of a dark line, almost like inked edges maybe, I guess, but it was nice to be able to use a non-neutral peel off color. I use my neutrals quite a bit, but I'm trying to definitely pull out a lot of the colored ones. So I am altering the sketch because my photos just didn't fit the size. Originally, I think I had these two photos of my daughter cut down to 3.5 by 5, and I was thinking I could fit them up there, but without really covering up the strips at the bottom, there was no way to really get them on there. And they weren't really that important of photos. So I decided I have other pictures with her in front of, she wanted angel food cake for her birthday this year. And so I had other pictures of her right before, she blew out the candles and stuff like that for it. So I decided those two other ones, I have them. If I want to scrap them separately, I can. If I want to add them in here some other way, I can. But I was okay not adding them in, and I'm trying to be a little better about not always adding every photo, because you guys know I do a lot of double pages with a lot of multiple photos. So it, you know, sometimes you got to narrow it down a little. I chose that pink paper because I wanted the picture where she's holding up the 2 and the 0 for 20. I wanted that to be the main, like your attention just goes to that photo. So I think that pink frame helped. I chose pink because I didn't want to use more of the teal. I wanted to bring more of those colors around. The circle one, I really like the design on that circle pattern. I think, I don't know, it was just a very fun, playful, like pattern for this kind of layout, I believe. So that's why I chose that for the circle one. And when, as far as how much to cut, when you might have noticed that the circle was cut and part of it goes on the right hand side, which you can barely see. I didn't measure. I just kind of put it in my trimmer, made sure like the pattern on that pattern paper was kind of more straight up and down. But even if it was kind of crooked a little ways, it would be fine. But then I glued it on. So I wanted to add my title, and I wanted to put it up here. You might have seen me playing. I didn't notice this teal happy birthday until closer to the end, and I love how this happy birthday snuggles in with each other. So Michelle has mentioned in the past, I actually got these from somewhere else. Michelle mentioned and I see why now after looking at these. Those are kind of like their, I guess, chipboard pieces, but they're on foam, so they stick better, that kind of thing. Michelle has not carried those in her store because of the bad quality of them. And I'm going to say right now, she sent me the one to go with the boy, like the recent boy collection, and there wasn't much. I saw a couple dents, but with this package, it was kind of beat up. I'm still going to use it because I bought it, and you'd have to look, you know, I mean, people probably don't care after the layout's done as long as you're having fun, but I could definitely see what she meant, that those stickers or those whatever you call that sheet of stickers, it was bad quality. So hopefully Simple Stories can get that fixed because they're really fun to use. I'm playing around. You guys might have noticed I am really trying hard to use some banners. I really tried to use some banners. I did get one on the left-hand side, so that's good. I thought maybe since I got the one on the left-hand side that maybe I could bring them around to the other cluster areas, but I tried. It didn't work. But at least I got one, so that's good. And the one that is on there now is not stuck down fully, and so I am still not even sure about it, but I do believe that it stays in the end. Then I had this area over here, and originally my cluster was going to go kind of more where that little confetti sticker is next to the very right of the photo. You can see the bag now in the pictures that I was referring to, and how it goes with this paper line really well. So next to that photo, though, on the very right is where I was originally going to put my journaling, and then I remembered I had got the journaling bits and pieces. I don't know their technical name that the company calls them, but I got that journaling circle out, and I'm going to do my journaling on that. And I'm going to type my journaling, and I didn't use any kind of circle fun element or template, anything. What I did was just, I measured out the main distance of the circle, and then I went from there as far as one short typing line, a little bit longer than the longest line, and then I went a little bit shorter and a little bit shorter again. So you will see in the end photo what I mean. I got lucked out that it fit. I was also trying to find something to add into this little area at the bottom. So, because it just felt like it really needed something. And, you know, actually looking back at the layout, it probably would have been fine. Maybe even if moving the photos down on the right side a little bit to cover up that area, it would look a little better, but it just looked too empty for me right here. So I decided, you know, to put the number on the layout, even though, you know, I'll know it's her 20th birthday, she'll know it, but either way, this way it's documented. And so I made my own thickers. Not really, I don't call them thickers. I made the faux chipboard. You guys can see there, and I made the number 20. And then I thought it would be cute to try to see what one of these word stickers looked like on top of it. So, and it actually looks really cute. It does kind of cover up a lot of the number 20, but you guys can read what it says enough to make it fun. And I wanted to try to pull down that pink color as well down into this little cluster. So to make the 20, I just cut out 3 layers of cardstock scraps with the dies, and then I took like a pattern paper, like a scrap piece of pattern paper, and it looks like it's a white top, but when you look closer, you can see there's a design on there. The other thing, these are close to my heart. I believe they're number dies, I want to say. I'm not sure if those are still available or not, but I'm just playing around. One of the things that I really like about these birthday collections that not only Simple Stories did here, but Doodlebug did, is a bunch of confetti pieces. I really had a lot of fun playing around, adding these around. I'm going to struggle a little bit with the clusters, you guys might have noticed, but in the end, the clusters are fairly simple. I do, however, add more of like the confetti pieces that I just mentioned, and I ended up kind of offsetting them from one, or instead of putting like them all over the page, I kind of put a cluster of 2 in each area and kind of offset them, which you will see here in just a second. So they would look kind of like 2 pieces were falling. There you can see at once that looks like real actual confetti falling. So I tried it in that cluster. So then I'm going to give it a try in this middle cluster because I wanted something in between all the cluster and the photo, and that kind of helped fill in that little space. So then I went crazy and used up, I think, all of these confetti pieces, but I love the way they look like they're just kind of flying and coming down like somebody had actually thrown them onto the page. So I do apologize that my photo is covered up with a Post-it note. I'm sure you guys will understand. I'm going to be completely honest. I looked really bad. If I had known I'd looked that bad, I would have had her take the picture again, but I didn't notice until after everybody was gone and everything. So I just said, okay, whatever. I'm just going to cover it up. You know, I don't mind scrapbooking photos of myself or doing them in the videos, and I will take the Post-it tape off, obviously, before it goes in the album. But for the video, I wanted it on there. I felt a little bit better. So like I said, I'm sure you guys will understand. The last thing I'm going to do, which I love that Simple Stories on their sticker sheet has these word stickers. I love when companies give you word phrase stickers that coordinate with the collection. So I decided to add some word stickers around and just playing. And I kind of did the word stickers because I had that one that went over the number 20. So I wanted to add them around a little bit more just to see what they would look like. And I like them. So again, it brings your eye around the page to have word stickers in each of the clusters. I didn't add any up by the word happy birthday because I don't really like, I don't not consider it a cluster, but I don't consider it a cluster at the same time, if that makes sense. So the last thing I decided to do, I thought it was all done, but I felt like it really needed something else. And I'm so glad that I added this. So I have these, I want to say this is a petite print by Doodlebug Design, and their petite prints I love. I would always suggest for you guys to get petite prints. They're definitely worth it. I've been using them a ton lately. I've been recommending them a lot lately. Actually, you know what? I'm completely wrong. This is not a petite print. This is just a piece. I went to my teal cardstock paper area. Yep, I was wrong. I'm sorry. This is actually close to my heart, but I thought it was the petite print. But I happen to have 2 right there, and the teal color matched perfectly, so I mounted the entire layout. So happy birthday to Beatrice, and don't forget to check out her video and all the other videos. The links will be below, and I will also leave links to my little scrapbook store. If she is out of something and you need something, give her a shout out, send her a message. She's great at getting almost anything. All right, just tell her Heather B sent you if you don't mind. See you later. Bye.